Whether assisted living, care homes, or even just a part-time caregiver is part of your conversation with your parent, you are probably going to get some resistance. And I don't know if you've ever had a conversation about bringing in somebody to help out around the house, or, hey, have you ever checked out that assisted living place down the street? Looks pretty cool. And then got the reaction from mom or dad saying, you're not locking me away. You're not putting me in one of those places and throwing away the key. What are the big resistance factors that we're talking about? Well, first of all, people that resist are often in one of three categories that I see all the time. I see it all the time as a caregiving company owner. The first one is that they don't need help. They might be even in denial about not needing help, or they know they've made it this far on their own and they can keep going without any help. And they just know they can do it, even though their doctor, their nurse, their family members, their neighbors, their friends are all concerned about this. Usually it takes some catastrophe, a broken hip, a medical problem, to get these guys to get the care that they need. And you can be proactive about these things by getting care a little bit before those things happen. You could see some of the warning signs, know that it's time to make a change. The second thing I see an awful lot is that people may know that they do have a problem, but they're hiding it. They could be hiding it from their doctor. They could be hiding it from their family. They could be hiding it from, friends. A cognitive loss, that they're experienced. They know they're not quite right, but they don't have dementia yet, but they're not operating fully. It's hard to make decisions. They could have had some falls. You could go into their garage and you could see a dent on their car, and you could say, oh my gosh, what happened with your car? Oh, shopping cart rolled into it. Well, okay. A lot of times this is the ego. They're too proud to really admit that they need help, even though everybody around them is telling them that. The third one that I think I see a lot, that they're overwhelmed, that they're very stressed and overwhelmed about, I guess, the unknown of growing old, dying, what's going to happen to me next? What can I afford? What can't I afford? All these things are the unknowns, is what really puts the stress on our back, right? So, of course, I'm here to provide some of those answers to you. Can't provide them all to you, but I could certainly talk to you about costs and things like that, because that's a major stressor for this particular group. Remember, if you don't get help from the outside, you can do this yourself. If you need to be a family caregiver, though, just know that it comes at a cost. It could come at a cost of your family time, your free time, your relationship with your parent, and of course your work and the way you make money. Those are all things that often just get thrown out the window when you start helping a parent. Again, if it costs $30 an hour and you get 10 hours of help a day from a professional caregiver, well, that's $300 a day. I mean, how many days can you afford to do that sort of care? Do you need 24-hour care? If you need 24-hour care, you really do need to look at assisted living and or a care home option for you. And I can provide you options there. It's these things that need to be kind of peeled back and put into the light so you could see what all these things are and what are the costs here going forward. So I hope this helps. We'll chat soon. Give me a call if you need me, and good luck to everything.